her brothers. How's it going today, guys?
It's going really good.
Really good.
Excited for the show? Nerves? Anything?
Excited. I'm excited. Done excited. I don't think any of us have ever had nerves.
No.
No.
All right, so let's talk about how the band got started. Whose idea was it? Was it a group effort?
It was Josh and I started
Back in like 2000 and
2000, like early 2000s, late 2000s.
no, like mid 2000s.
And we had another drummer, and then he went to the bathroom, and Levi literally came down, sat down, and played, and we were like, whoa, he's good.
We were playing Blood Street Bop by the Ramones.
The Ramones, yeah.
Fun.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the name as well. Is there a sister?
There is.
And how does she feel about her brothers, the name?
She loves it.
Yeah.
I think she loves it. I would say our biggest fan.
Oh.
If I don't say that, she'll get really angry. And she can definitely hold her own.
I mean, she's practically the band name as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. She kind of is. I don't know, we thought it was cool too because normally people will know, like Levi's Gabe's brother or Josh's Gabe's brother, like it's usually the oldest.
It's usually the oldest sibling.
So we thought it'd be cool to switch it around and have it be the youngest sibling that we're known by. So, our brothers.
Cool.
Yeah.
Was music a big part of growing up?
Huge.
Yes, sports till we're like 12, 13, and then
Like, do you think Dad ever thought, my word, they're only into sports?
probably at some point.
Our dad, music, like our parents are both very musical. Dad did music for years, working with like David Foster and Michael Bolton and such. And our mom as well, a singer. And it was funny because we grew up in a house in Abbotsford with a studio, but we were never interested in it until we moved. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, this is a cool thing, this is fun.
After we sold the whole.
My dad told me the other day that he was one of the first guys to write the manual.
Yeah, for the
like when MIDI, like early MIDI when it was coming out.
Oh.
So.
Well, claim to fame there. Yeah.
Dad's famous. You can see his face on the inside of the Juno 6 if you open it up. I'm kidding, you can't.
Oh.
That would be
Yeah.
crazy. That would be a cool rumor. On some of them you'll see Jonathan.
So your like latest release was Tribe.
Yeah.
Came out last year. How would you sum up the album? Like, why is it called Tribe?
We called it Tribe, especially in like an ever-increasing digital world. Trying to find my own place between the ones and zeros. And I think that many times when it comes to social media, when it comes to everything being put into that specific medium, the complexity of life is completely left out and neglected. So when when somebody responds, we get the door for you there, buddy. Yeah, no worries. Take it to our room. I think the complexity of a lot of things is left out when it comes to social media, because when I respond to someone's comment on Facebook or Instagram, I'm not responding to the person, I'm responding to the comment. And certainly there's a lot of that that's happening now in like the real world, the physical world, and it's just not helpful. So I think for me, certainly it was about identity and where do I fit in, how do I fit in, do I fit in? I've never really felt like I fit in. We were all homeschooled, so I think that's for all of us, I think, hey?
Because we're weird.
Yeah, what would you say?
Said it well.
Well said.
Yeah.
Actually, I just want to say I want that I don't want to have myself as a top in it that much, so I just want to cut that out.
That little silence will cut right out. So speaking of kind of being weird, I love your guys' hair. That's not even me.
Thank you.
Yeah, like was that a conscious decision to have different hairstyles or?
In utero, I specified that I wanted curly hair.
Yeah.
And
Someone missed out.
actually, you know what's really funny?
Me.
The weirdest thing is probably wearing these sunglasses. I don't know why. But Like, what was this, like 3 years ago? We went on a tour? 4 years ago?
4 years ago.
I think it was. We were on like a tour, and we all had like the
Q&A.
exact same haircut. And there was just this Q&A after, and it was with this organization like Peace Day, and they do a lot of work with We Day and such, kind of similar to We Day. And so they did this Q&A after about like positive, social change and what does that look like, and because that's something that's very important to us.
There's probably like what 3 or 4 questions that go through.
Yeah.
That actually get asked.
And then this like one kid like puts up their hand and was like, "Hey, I'm just curious why you all have the same haircut."
Oh.
And then like I think there was like the next
The next
questions.
person. Why do you have the same shoes?
Yeah.
Why are you wearing white shirts?
It worked for the Beatles, right? Yeah.
It worked for the, yeah, you know what? Where were you when we got a question there? Yeah, it was funny because I think the teachers, what was that?
They're getting frustrated.
They were like, "No, stop asking, stop it, that's not an interesting question." But
That's an interesting.
so, I don't think it's been conscious, to be frank with you. My hair's always been very curly. People, when I started, this is my natural hair. When I started leaving it like this, people were like, "Did you get a perm?" Because I have always had it like,
You've always straightened it.
Josh, I've always straightened it. I'm incredibly self-conscious
Oh.
the majority of the time. And I don't say that for like sympathy, like, "No, you're not, you look great." If you want to say it, that's fine. But
You look good.
it's, but for me it was like, when I first started leaving it, and there was like a few people that were like, "Oh, that's cool." And then I was like, who really cares? Like, I should just be okay with how my hair is.
It works
But
for you guys.
yeah, I don't know.
I just like simplicity. So
Yeah.
I cut my own.
Levi's definitely got the coolest hair though. Like,
Oh, I got
can we just?
I don't know about the coolest.
He does nothing to it, and it always.
That's the beauty of guy hair is you guys don't dye or bleach or like any of that. Like you straighten it, but yeah, like.
I don't straighten.
No, he just looks at
that's
that.
natural.
He literally gets out of the shower. You should
Okay.
see it, and he's just like.
See, jealous. Okay.
I've never
I mean,
seen
you've
this.
got beautiful hair.
You do.
Thank you, but it's very dry and it's been through a lot.
Well, what do you?
It's been through a lot.
What do you? Put
It's
in it?
seen so many
What
What do you
things.
put in it? Yeah. Do you try like argan oil or coconut oil?
No, yeah, just conditioner.
Just conditioner?
Yeah.
You should try
Leave-in
like.
conditioner or like a washable.
Just
Oh,
washing.
you should do leave-in
Oh, here we go.
conditioner. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't
Wash with
wash your
hot
hair
water.
every day.
Yeah, don't do that.
With hot water and then do cold after and like close up the follicles.
Yeah.
Because that helps too. And then put in some leave-in conditioner. Don't put too much, you weigh it down.
Okay.
But just like on the ends.
Yeah, you don't want to be super greasy looking.
This is, we're sponsored by Maybelline.
Okay. Your endorsements
Yeah.
there. All right. So since you guys are a band of brothers, I figured I'd ask you guys which bands you prefer that are also brothers. Jonas Brothers or Hanson?
We like them both.
Classics.
That's a good question. We've never had that one. That's a good one.
I have more. Don't worry. Bee Gees or Oasis?
Oh,
No.
Bee Gees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was, like, man, talk about fighting.
Yeah.
It's like never
the two
ending,
Beef
yeah.
fans. Yeah. My Chemical Romance versus Good Charlotte.
I can't speak
My
to that
Chemical
one.
Romance, I would probably say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Biggie.
Are you My Chemical Romance?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Beach Boys versus Kings of Leon.
Beach Boys? Yeah, I'd probably say Beach Boys.
You
Yeah.
guys are more like old school taste. Okay, and then my last question is, what's next for you guys?
That's the hardest question ever.
I think that's the question we keep asking.
Yeah. We just finished a radio tour in Toronto, which is really, really awesome, and the
Met
response
some
was
great people.
Yeah, the response was
Toronto's
phenomenal. Kiss Radio, their head MD, shout out to Jeremy, DJ Nelba, was like amazing and really liked our stuff, was really supportive. And obviously lots of other people too. And I think other than that, we're also working on some stuff. We write for other artists too, because we write all our own stuff. So we've been writing for some other artists and doing some of that. We
You
haven't.
guys did a soundtrack too.
Yeah, we did a soundtrack.
Cool.
Yeah, so that was super fun for a Vancouver director.
Yeah.
So that was really fun, and I would say Levi
Love
really,
that.
Levi really took the reins on that.
Great experience.
Yeah. So we're fine. We're excited to release that too, and then
We're in the we have a few singles coming out. Dates haven't been released yet, and then we're working on the next album.
Cool.
Yeah, and we got some stuff. We're hoping to do some more touring stuff and set up some more. We're a live band. We're definitely
Oh, and then we have a whole live. Like
yeah, we have
film.
that's right.
Oh,
I forgot about that.
Indie Week in Toronto too.
Yeah, we'll go back to Indie Week.
You guys are busy.
Yeah, lots of stuff coming up. So yeah, and we're doing Canada Day.
Oh, that's
Cloverdale,
right.
Cloverdale,
That's
Canada Day.
There you
Super
go.
excited about that. We're gonna be on the main stage with Biff Naked. So
Ooh.
yeah, there was like conversations about doing like a Rage cover with her. So I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I want to put it out there in the ether so that maybe it will happen.
Nice.
But no, we talked about it. It was really good. And they were like, oh yeah, that could be really cool. But then it's like organizing it and structuring it and figuring out all the logistics just becomes crazy. So,
Well, good luck.
but either way, we're excited to be playing with them. And Our Lady Peace too, I think, is playing as well.
Oh, sick.
So
Yeah.
that'll be fun to play for both bands that are, I would say, Canadian staples.
Oh, yeah.
Certainly in the last few years. So yeah,
Cool.
totally. Can we ask a question of you?
Oh, no. Yeah, go ahead.
What's next for you?
I do have another interview next week. Yeah.
Nice.
Just more blogging.
Just more blog. Okay, and here's another question. Why do you do what you do?
I like, meeting bands and going to concerts is always for free. Is always pretty sweet.
Of course. Super cool. Okay, top 5
Oh no, excuse me. Okay, yeah.
bands that like, not like top 5 bands necessarily now, but like top 5 bands that you're like, oh, those bands hold a special place.
Like my favorite
Yeah.
bands? I like The Used, Taking Back Sunday, Queens of Stone Age,
Yes, love Queens and Stone Age.
Coco. Naive Thieves is like a really underrated band.
totally.
And then The Deer Hunter.
You know what's so funny is I remember hearing about the Deer Hunter like years ago, and I
Yeah,
think that they're
I get
getting
that
bigger
name.
now.
Oh yeah.
I hope they are because their stuff is awesome.
Yeah.
Great writers.
It's
and
funny because
musicians.
there's a Deer Hunter and then there's The Deer Hunter.
The Deer Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're talking about the Deer Hunter,
The Deer
right?
Hunter, yeah.
Just, are you Deer Hunter? No, we're the Deer Hunter.
Yeah. I think it's spelled different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always laugh when like titles are like, well, we were at this bookstore the other day and it was like, the book was called that book on your bookshelf. To which I was like, what are the other volumes in that series?
This book to your bookshelf.
Yeah, like this is your tabletop bookshelf. The book on your tabletop. The book in your bedroom. The book on the floor.
Yeah.
The book in the bathroom.
Do you have to store them there?
Yeah, who knows? But
If there's rules.
yeah, names like that. How do you? I wonder how they differentiate.
The first
the
book will
Deer
probably
Hunter.
tell you.
Yeah, there is some other band out there called The Brothers.
Oh. I heard that there's an O brother.
Yeah, there's
And
an
there's
O
two
brother.
brothers.
Is it?
Yeah.
Craig,
Speaking
Craig's,
of, yeah.
Craig's wearing an O brother shirt. Yeah. Yeah. People are like her brothers. Oh, brother. So yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.